Hey everyone, and good morning. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're not already a subscriber, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel and help me grow. I'd like for you to leave a comment, hit the like button, and tap that bell icon so that you'll be notified, hopefully, when I go live or I post a video. My PayPal information is in the link below. If you'd like to contribute to this channel, any donation is greatly appreciated. I want to talk a little bit about the Demonrat Party, and I know it seems like in the last few days I've been beating a dead horse, but they just put so much idiocy out there that I have to stay on top of it. I said in the very beginning that when these Demonrats started having debates, we were going to start seeing some arrows flying at each other, and it's not happening as quickly as I had hoped, but things are progressing with the Demonrats, and they are starting to get a little bit of anger and resentment against each other, so it won't be long before they really start throwing sticks and stones at each other. But staying on top of it, I want to bring you some news about the first person to drop out of the campaign for the nomination to run for president for the Demonrat Party. Eric Swalwell of California dropped out of the race for his party's presidential nomination, becoming the first of many Demonrats who will have to give up and quit. He's the first. You know, the Demonrats' field of candidates has just began to start crumbling. You know, Swalwell was so bad as a candidate that he failed to garner even 0.5% among primary and caucus voters. Nobody wanted to hear what he had to say, and nobody wanted to see him as president, even in his own party. But you know, for the first time in Eric Swalwell's life, he actually told the truth. He is a lousy presidential candidate. So he said this: "Today ends our presidential campaign, but it is the beginning of a new congressional opportunity." So he wanted to cut his losses and run because he thinks that he can win as a congressman in 2020. Well, we'll find out. I believe by him dropping out of the race so early and with his crazy stance on certain things, I don't think he'll do very well even there, but it is California, and you never know what California liberals are going to do. So we'll just have to wait and see if Swalwell is able to keep his seat in Congress. Swalwell has been focused on one issue and one issue only since he decided to run for president, and even before then, he's only had one issue. He's only had one issue his entire life, and that is how to ban guns. He wants to get the guns out of the hands of Americans who choose not to give up their Second Amendment rights. He said that American patriots, keep your pistols, keep your rifles, keep your shotguns. And then he said this: "We can take the most dangerous weapons from the most dangerous people." So you see what he's saying? He's saying, keep your guns. Don't turn them in. We're going to ban them anyway if he became president, which would never happen. But his whole plan was to ban guns of all kinds. And he says, and if you don't turn them in, they're going to come take them from you because they're bigger and badder and have bigger weapons than you do. So he's threatening American patriots who live by their Second Amendment rights. See, it's a really good thing that he's dropping out, because his crazy way of thinking only works in California. I don't know the numbers, but I'll guarantee you there are some demon rats who have weapons. And they actually believe in the Second Amendment, even if they don't support it publicly. People, idiots like Swalwell, don't need to be running for President of the United States. He doesn't even deserve to run for dog catcher. You know, it's a good thing for Swalwell that you laid down in the gutter like the dog that you are who eats his vomit. You are a disgrace to the human race and a total disgrace to Americans. Since I'm already talking about these demons, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. The demon rats are embarrassed by the America under President Donald J. Trump. They refuse to celebrate America on Independence Day. They want to tear America down and turn it into something else. Just what they want to turn it into, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a socialist country. I don't know if it's going to be a country run by neo-Nazis, or if it's going to be socialism or Maoism or Marxism. They just want America to fall. They don't want America to be great. They despise America, and they work every day for the downfall of America. Thank goodness that we have Donald Trump in the White House. Thank goodness for that. I just can't imagine where we would be today had Hillary Rotten Clinton became our 45th president. Thank you, Lord, for that. She was soundly defeated by our patriotic president, Donald Trump. But you know, Biden had to throw his 2 cents worth in on this issue, and he said that Donald Trump, I believe, is incapable of celebrating what makes America great because he just doesn't get it. So Biden's telling Trump that he doesn't understand how to be patriotic or to be an American, to celebrate America being great, because he doesn't understand America. You know, only people like Joe Biden and his demon rat followers, they're the only ones that know anything about America. They're the only ones who can tell us what we need to know. He says Trump just doesn't get it. Well, I think he's done a pretty good job since he took over as president of this nation. And I think that creepy Uncle Pedophile Joe Biden just needs to keep his mouth shut. Because every time he opens his mouth, he puts both feet right in his mouth. You know, these demon rats have engaged in concerted efforts to smear this country at home and in the eyes of the world. When Dems say they don't want to celebrate America because it's not them, believe them, people. They don't celebrate America because America is not the America that they want. They want to destroy this nation. They want to make us look bad on the international scene. You know, we have a few things that we American patriots believe in, and that is power to the people, a decentralized government, the rule of law that should apply to everyone. These are the foundations of the American spirit. America is a place where success is rewarded and not punished. Dems have been captured by an extremist ideology, and it's fundamentally anti-American. At its very core, the demon rats are un-American. You know, they don't celebrate America, but they denigrate it to the lowest point possible. It's no power to the people. It's power to themselves and to their bureaucratic elite. You know, they want a non-decentralized government, and everything should be controlled from D.C. No limited government. They want endless, relentless intervention by an all-knowing, all-seeing, and all-powerful state. That's what they're wanting, people. The Dems don't want the most vital element of the American inheritance. And people, that's the rule of law. You know, they want to decriminalize illegal immigrants breaking our laws. They're trying to pass this deal where if you're an illegal alien and you commit a crime, you can't be punished for that crime. And that is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of. They're pandering to these immigrants in such a manner that it's disgusting, to be honest with you. They want to give them free health care. They want to give them free money. They want to let them cross our border at will. They want to let them bring gangs, human and child trafficking. They want all of that coming across our southern border unabated. They want them just to be able to walk across anytime they choose and stay forever. Of course, as soon as they cross that border, they're going to be given paperwork. They're going to be met by people, and they're going to give them the paperwork where they can register to vote. As soon as they cross the border, they become eligible to vote. They become eligible for welfare. They become eligible for food stamps. They become eligible for housing. And now they're eligible to break our laws and not be punished. How insane is that? We can get a ticket for not wearing our seatbelt, or for talking on the telephone while you're driving. But these people can come over here and commit any crime that they want to. And in essence, they're breaking their crime as soon as they cross the border. So they're criminals at the very start of their journey into America, under the watchful eye of the Demonrat party. And that's just the way it is. These immigrants are coddled. They're handled with kid gloves. And they are here to help the Demonrats get back in power, maintain power, and allow them to wield the power that people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says that she has the power to wield. And as I said before, when I think of wielding power, I think of the Knights of the Round Table and how they used to wield those swords in battle. I got news for Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You have no power to wield. The only power you have is the power that we give you. And I promise you this, Cortez, Tlaib, Omar, and any of the rest of you who want to destroy this country, you got another thing coming. We're not going to allow this to happen. You keep pushing, and you keep pushing your socialist agenda and your transgender agenda and your abortion agenda down our throats. Eventually, we're going to come back in your face. Don't know when it's going to be. But I pray for that day to happen. You know, Dems point to the Statue of Liberty and they say that immigration is un-American. They say that the truth is that their blatant, thuggish assault on the rule of law is what's truly un-American. Not adhering to the rule of law of this country is totally un-American. And for nearly 200 years, the Democrats have been a party with conventional goals for America. We had disagreements, but they weren't so far left on the fringe that they may never get back. You know, and I'm sorry to inform you, Demonrats, that it's no longer true that you are a party with conventional goals. The Demonrat Party is now a religious cult. And you know, they are everything that the name cult implies. Dissent has been banned, and anyone who questions the party's left-leaning fridge of demons is denounced as a racist and a heretic. The Demonrat Party has descended into a purity spiral. Nobody is safe, to include the Demonrats' own political leaders. A spokesman for Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, said, "This is the most radical left-wing attack that she's ever seen." You know, Nancy Pelosi is Speaker of the House, and I thought she was really radical. You know, I thought that she was probably the most radical Speaker of the House that we've ever had in our country, and I believe that to be true. Pelosi's been a fire-breathing dragon for longer than AOC's even been alive. But she can't be saved from AOC and her tiny group of freshman congressmen. They demand explicit socialism in this country, and they want it right now. They want open borders, empty the prisons, and take over and destroy our economy in the name of climate change. Climate change. The new Green Deal. People, they're throwing so much crap out there. I'm just happy to see that these freshman congresswomen and the old guard Democrats are infighting. I love it when they fight. These 4 Democrats are against the entire Democrat system. Pelosi has repeatedly expressed contempt for their total ignorance on how laws are made and the rule of law, which they don't believe in. Pelosi is facing a revolt from within her own party, and she's being denounced as a racist by these freshman congresswomen. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib says Pelosi is oppressing people of color. She said, "Give us power." There's that power word again. They want power. That's all they want. Give us the power because of our skin color. We deserve it. Vote for me because of my race, is her outcry. People, did you get that? She said, "Give us power because they deserve it, because they are people of color." And while I'm on that, I want to talk a little bit about reparations. You hear a lot of all this talk about reparations for the black people for the sins of our forefathers against the black nation and the black people. People, I've never owned a slave in my life. As far as I know, none of my relatives have ever owned a slave. I don't understand why they think that they deserve money. They weren't there. They weren't in slavery. They never went through slavery. They never went through anything like slavery. I'd venture to say that every person who was ever a slave in this country, white or black, has long been dead. People, reparations for black people is nothing more than taking money away from us patriotic Americans and giving it to low-life individuals who think that they have been oppressed. Well, let me tell you something, people. It's not the black people who are being oppressed. It's white America who's being oppressed. We're being attacked on every turn, at every corner. Anything and everything that we say or do is attacked and denounced as being racist, and we're called heretics. You can think what you want to about reparations. As for me, I think it's probably the most self-centered piece of crap idea that anybody could have. You want to give reparations to somebody? Let's give reparations to these Army veterans and military veterans who are homeless, who did something for this country, who deserve a little help. They're the ones that deserve the reparations, people. It's our military for the way that they've been treated when they come home. Want to get off the reparations, people. I didn't mean to go there. Normal Americans know that we're not racist. And I don't think that everyone in America is racist. Real Americans care about jobs, safety, their families, and our great country. They're not worried about racism because they're not racist. The true racists are the Demonrats. They're the true racist. They're racist against everybody except for the illegal immigrants. They're racist against the blacks. They're racist against the whites. They're racist against children in the womb. People, it's them accusing us of what they are. That's their playbook 101. America took a chance when they elected Donald J. Trump, and I'm so glad that we took that chance, because he is all-American. He is pro-life, and he does and has made America great again. And I'm sure he's going to keep it great, because we're going to support him, and we're going to re-elect him as our 46th president. People, pray for our children. I didn't have much to say on them today, but remember our exploited and trafficked and abused. Remember these children in your prayers. Pray for each other. Pray for me. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day.